Optus, one of the biggest phone carriers in Australia.
Yep.
I mean, we were interstate. No, interstate. We're in the same state. We were outside of all sort of parameters when this struck me. Basically, is Optus the second biggest carrier? It's up there. It's a top 3 carrier in Australia, right? By virtue of like people that use it. The reception, cell service, internet, all down for almost the majority of the day. Huge, massive. It just got you thinking how connected we are, right?
Oh, and how much you need, like, it's just the access, right? And it's hilarious. Remember Vodafone?
No, what's that? Oh, Vodafone had a similar thing too.
Yeah, like ages ago, and that's why they were saying, "Oh, Vodafone."
Yeah.
And it's like, what what
actually
happened for Optus? No.
Okay. So what actually happened?
What happened? So, the outage basically started happening at 4 a.m. on Wednesday.
So early morning, right? Yep.
Yeah, early morning, with all phones, text messaging, internet access, phone calls, all of it out, right? For all Optus customers. And what's really scary about that as well is that, you can't even make a call to 000 if you've got an emergency of some sort. Like, it's all completely out.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. That's huge, right?
Yeah.
That's massive. Yeah.
Like, it's like when you really think about the need for connectedness at the base level in that instance, it's not great.
No.
Right? So, a whole lot of people experience some downtime, including yourself, with not being able to make calls. Like, that was great.
You know what I thought was just like, I don't know if this just happened to me, but what really wigged me out is we heard this on social media, right?
Yeah.
And it's just, we can talk about like the world of social media and how, like you said, when Vodafone happened, I don't know if there was that much of a kickback, but now we're all connected.
Yeah.
And we all need our phones, like it's a drug to be online and pick up calls. But mine was saying full reception. And I heard a lot of people had SOS written on it, but I had a full bar of reception. Could not call, could not receive. And ironically, it got fixed at the back end of that day, right?
6 o'clock?
6 o'clock? To mine's got fixed earlier, right? So progressively, whatever.
Yeah.
But the next day, I can make calls, I can receive calls. Check this out. I can send text messages, but I can't receive it. I'm like, what the hell? Like, 98% of the service is working, but this 1% that I needed now.
This is Kevin's formal complaint to Optus.
Like, I'm like, what is happening
Checking
here?
into the ACCC and whatnot. But, like, you raised that point too.
It was nuts.
Speaking of connectiveness, there's even issues where people were talking about, like, they couldn't even, in a cashless society where they're using their phone as the credit card, couldn't even do that.
Well, you should be able to use that without
no,
the app.
because you need the...
Do you?
Yeah, you do.
I'm pretty sure. Okay,
to make the transaction.
Yeah, if you don't have your debit card there, it's nuts to think you want to destabilize a country, take out the reception lines.
Don't give them that information. What are you talking about?
Who is them? Okay.
You don't know. People.
Oh
anyway.
my God. But okay, so what was here's the irony. What was the explanation of the issue by the Optus CEO?
Signal failure. That's all we got.
Come on.
The CEO,
Come on, girl.
Sorry, let me just get this up very quickly. It's her name is, one moment, caller.
Yeah.
I'm having a technical outage myself. Optus chief executive Kelly Bayer Rosmarin said it's too technical to explain what happened, but the company would offer a full explanation once it got down to the root cause of the issue, reported by John Davidson in the Financial Review.
I kind of felt like bad for her because this is clearly not of her doing. She's the CEO, so you kind of got to copy it. Like, I really don't think there could have been any explanation that people would have bought anyway. Seriously, my towers are down. We got hacked by the Chinese. There's no explanation that people will accept, right?
It's a big inconvenience. You're not
going to accept it, right?
We're talking about from the people point of view, but we've got businesses that are connected. Apparently,
the AirPods terminals are down.
Even the Victorian government apparently have contracts with Optus, and they're reviewing it at the moment. There's a whole lot of stuff that Optus is facing at the moment, including even the cyber attack from last year.
So this is the thing. They had the data breach. They've had this. Their reputation's taken a hit. This is sensationalized as only not Australian media, all media can do. People I saw on the news, were going to Optus stores and like harassing like the owners of them. Like, don't surely you know, bro? They don't know. Like their reception's down too. Okay, they're just franchisees. Just relax. I get it. Like I really do get it.
Yeah, it's that warped reality of people where they just need to complain.
Yeah.
They just listen to me.
Like, what do you think is gonna happen? Take a bloody chill pill. Go to Vodafone around the line and get a new fucking contract.
Just do it.
if you're really concerned about it. But look, a lot of people are asking for
some level of good compensation, right?
compensation.
And what they're getting is extra data to the value of $100.
I'm sorry, that's bullshit. Like that's nuts. Seriously.
But what, like, they can't, like, this is the thing. Like, obviously, you want some level of like compensation.
You want money back.
As in money back. But
yeah.
that figure can't be like. You won't even if they give you $5, would you be happy with $5 back? Because that's all it's actually going to be. If you think about your bill cycle, it's probably even less. Let's be real. It's going to be $1.33.
Maybe I would. Like I don't know. Like, but like I think they've got to give something back. Like data, and that's a commodity. I don't know how many people actually use their data.
Full extent of data.
That's why they're giving it. Like, what else could they possibly give? Like, I'm sorry, I want money back because there was a point in time where I had to use the service.
Could not do his business.
And you couldn't do the business. Like, it's a really sucky sort of situation. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm a bit jaded because like, I think this is, to me, like Qantas, we discovered that some of these brands are too big to fail. Like they're going to go on. Like, I didn't even remember that they had the data breach. And I've been, you know what I mean? Like, It's just a news cycle thing. It really sucks. There's apparently like murmurings that this breach could happen again. Duh. It could happen to anything, by the way. Like, Vodafone's pretty shitty with their reception too. I think the only one that I've heard is the best is like Telstra.
Yeah.
And you pay a premium for it.
That.
Like, they know it. Optus is probably as like economically value efficient as you get. Like, I'm with Tangerine. Like, all of these white label brands are piggybacked.
Circles.
Yeah, Circles. Sorry, yes, Circles. They're piggybacked of Optus, right? Yeah. So too big to fail, but it doesn't look good to them. And like, it's just interesting in this social media generation how it's so. Yeah, it was a big thing to not be connected for a long period of time. And the irony is for a lot of people, it would be the internet versus calls. But like, yeah, the call stuff was really important, obviously, like emergencies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They should be, I don't know, like every time I propose solutions, like clearly there's smarter people than us there. Like, I would like to think that a 000 or an emergency button should be, even in event of that, like universal. Clearly it's not that simple. Otherwise,
different numbers for different countries, but I get what you mean. It's just, how do you create that infrastructure so that it's scalable in that way?
Indeed.
Don't know. Maybe it's in a different phone or something. I don't know.
No Optus.
Oh, okay. All right.